There is no stretch of coastline in the world more soaked in romance than in the south of France. We begin our adventure through the French Riviera in the foodie's paradise of Nice. Before meandering through quaint French villages and ending up in the glitz and glamour of Cannes. This is the hemisphere's trip from Nice to Cannes.
Nice is a very beautiful city located in the southeast of France with a very rich history.
The thing about Nice is it's really a unique area in that it didn't join France until 1860. At a certain point, Nice became part of France and then developed a mixture of cultures between French and Niçois, the local culture, and Italian.
Nice is very interesting for people who like architecture. For example, in the old town that was built at the 16th and 17th century. It's the typical Baroque style architecture with lots of churches.
We are just on the top of our beautiful city of Nice. Nice is special because Chagall, Matisse, Van Gogh, Picasso, they lived in the city, so they left part of their history.
One of my favorite shops in Nice is the oldest street shop of Nice. It's very beautiful, it was created in 1820s and it's still run by the same family.
The one thing that I tell people when I'm showing them the city of Nice is don't look in the windows, look around the windows, because there you're going to see little things in the walls that will show you what it was. Was it a tavern? So there'll be a barrel and a drunk monk or somebody drinking. So this is how people knew before they could read what the places they were going to visit were.
Food is an extremely important part of life in Nice. It just seems like the city where people are always eating. The food of Nice is Italian influenced, but that doesn't make it Italian food. There's always a local twist. The Old Town is really the heart of the food culture in Nice. It's a place where there have always been traditional food shops and restaurants, and you'll find places that have been run by the same families for many generations. One of these places that I love is called Acciardo. It's run by 3 generations of the same family, and they've always served classic family-style Niçoise food.
Acciardo was opened in 1927 by my great-grandparents. I'm working with my brother and sister. There's a big influence with Italian food. For example, we make a lot of pasta here as well. We make the ravioli stuff with Swiss chard and beef.
Pinocchio is another favorite. It's a must-try ice cream shop.
We are here since 1966. I'm the 3rd generation. I have 98 different flavors. Avocado, tomato and basil, olive. We come from Italia, but it's a French ice cream.
There are dozens of unique medieval villages in the surrounding area, all just a short drive away. One of those villages is Biot, which is world-renowned for glass blowing.
It's the most historical factory in France and the largest one for visitors. In the factory here we make our decorative craft and everything is designed and developed here. We welcome the public to come here and to make their own item. We are just able to make what we call in French soliflor, a vase for one flower.
So we are at Canyon Forest, which is about 20 minutes away from the Nice airport. So when you come to Canyon Forest, you are in the middle of a natural reserve. So this site is actually fairly unique. It's combining cliffs, forest and river. We have the treetop ridge. It's about 30-35 meters high. The longest zip line is about 330 meters. So everyone is welcome here. We adapt our courses to everyone's level. This is the perfect place for adventure.
Just 30 minutes drive down the coast from Nice is Cannes, famous for its film festivals and the finer things in life.
Cannes is a small destination, but definitely one of the chicest and the most legendary spots on the Côte d'Azur in France. The Carlton is iconic to Cannes. We have a history of famous Hollywood stars coming. There's no hotel in France that embodies the identity of a city and a destination as much as we do.
Carlton Beach Club was the first beach club on the Croisette, opening its door in 1930. We work with a farm-to-table philosophy. So our lobster rolls are very, very unique. People are coming just in order to try and to taste our lobster roll. You can join us at the Carlton Beach Club to enjoy a cocktail, a glass of wine, or just in order to relax on our lovely sunbeds in front of the Mediterranean Sea.
Cannes is more than only glitz and glamour and really expensive shops. You can actually have a little boat and get to Sainte Marguerite. On it you can find the Fort Royal from the 17th century, and you can also find an eco-museum in the water.
The Cannes Underwater Eco-Museum is 6 cultures that are submerged under the water.
Jason de Castillo is a very famous artist. We wanted the mask to be inspired by Cannes residents, and we just asked people from Cannes to have their face molded by Jason. One of the things that is important is that it's environmental artworks. We use them to raise awareness among young people of a need to protect marine biodiversity. It's the place to see in France if you come to France.
Only a short walk up from the Croisette and the marina is the beautiful Old Town.
You need to come to Cannes to experience not only the culture, the food, and the architecture, but also for the nightlife.
When the suns go down, the cities come to life. So the atmosphere, my restaurant is located in the Old Town, so the atmosphere, it's like more cozy, more authentic. Then you have the Croisette, which is the fancy place with the shops, the clubs, which is very booming and really cool to be there. And Cannes is a city for the pleasure, for the luxury, for the play and nightlife party.
Nice and Cannes, 2 jewels of the French Riviera, offer distinct yet equally enchanting experiences. With all the medieval villages and nature reserves in between, the Côte d'Azur offers something for everyone. Book your trip now with United Airlines.